SEGA.
Hey everyone, this is Prince Brightstar, and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2. So, in the last episode, I said we were going to need to go back to the desert, but I've realized actually this is a good time for us to check out the Subterranean Tunnels. Before we head into there real quick, I want to tell you about a couple of client orders I picked up here. Supplying Guardian frames, armored troops. Those are the client orders that I just picked up. And those are for specific enemies that we're going to reach, or rather specific enemies that we're going to encounter in the Subterranean Tunnels. We're going to start up Mech Power Survey Tunnels. We'll start that on hard mode. And let's head right on into the camp ship. Now for this one, I'm going to go ahead and grab Zeno, Echo, and a Finn, since we don't have any specific client orders that we need to complete here, aside from collecting and defeating the Guardian. So let's pop the guard stance and the average stance, and here we go. So as you can see, this area is basically located underneath Lillipa. It's basically just a giant subterranean tunnel network here. First thing you'll notice here is this little thing right here. This is a trap that you can set off. Normally you don't want to set them off, because otherwise what will happen is something like that will happen, where the spikes are going to come up, and it'll set off an alarm as well. So those guys over there that we can see, let's go around here. Oh, there's another trap. So these guys, they're kind of searching around, trying to find targets. And here we have the Guardian that we are looking for. Let's go ahead and take these guys down. And that just gave us a spot on the bingo card as well there. I'm expecting at some point we are going to run across a Spartan A in here. And for this one, let's see, here we have Spargun, so yeah, they shouldn't be too far out here. For this one in particular, we need to collect 150 quest points. We're already at 13. Here's that Spartan A I was looking for. And there is the first piece of the Matterboard. Let's head on up here. And as you can see here, we've got some conveyor belts. If I step on them, it rolls and pushes me along the path here. Another thing that we have here is this switch here, whereby if we... Alright, why is this not moving at all? There we go. Alright, so if I work with that... you know, I think it changed this one. Basically what they do is they change the direction that the conveyor belts roll, but I think it was this one that got changed here, since the other one didn't change. I appear to be experiencing a little bit of lag right now. There we go. Alright, here's a couple more Spartan A. Once again, if we set the alarms off, something will usually happen. In this particular case, I think this set of spikes just went up. There's a Krada. And here's another Krada. I think we got a bunch more down below. Yes, here we go. take both of them out. There we go. Grapple charge level 8. Okay, let's go ahead and use that one up. There's a couple more Crota popping up. Alright, here is one of those things where we gotta touch the thing to fix it, essentially. I did get poisoned from that, so let me go ahead and pop a Soul Atomizer. A lot of Crota popping up here. And again, these guys don't give us quest points. We need to actually find the mechs to get those quest points. Let's see what we got over here. Whoa! There we go, another Spartan A. It looks like that one over there is boosted. Okay, last one. Thank you, Finn, for applying the weak bullet. Ooh. Yeah, those things can pop up without warning sometimes. Here's another Spar Gun. And we got more of the Guardian over there. The one in the middle is called Gardinan, and that's kind of the leader of the group. Spargun and Spartan A. These things right here, if you hit them, well, they go kablooey on you. We may have seen them on the surface of Lillipa before. I'm not entirely sure. Got another Spartan A coming up here. Oh, why can't I aim that? There we go. Here's some more Gardinan. Come on, get back here. These guys can be a little annoying with how frequently they fly around. Ooh! Wow, that one almost took me out. Alright. Let's go ahead and pop a Trimate here. And let's finish this guy off. There we go. Alright, back to the south, and we'll try to the east when we get back to the conveyor belts. There's another Crota. Up we go! And more Crota. Here we have an Elada. Ah, there we go. He ran right into my overend. Come on, get back here. There we go. Let's see, that's probably going to cause the spikes to raise. Nope. They already raised up. Let's see what happens. Ah, with spikes over there. Okay. What do we have here? Elada blades. That's right, we still need those for the Random Drink Z research client order. Right, continuing to the east. Here we got a mess of Darker and mechs here. Ooh, I got stunned. That's one of the few times that you can actually get knocked out of using your overend like that. So we also got Sino Beat. This guy right here. This guy is kind of like a robot ninja in a way. Because he has the ability to teleport around, although we're not really seeing that from him here. Down he goes. Holding current 7. Let's get on into here. Nice hit. Let's try overend. There we go. That cleared a bunch. Let's drink a Dimate. You know, it's funny, one of the original versions of this game, as it was going through the development cycle during its alpha stages, the initial version of the alpha actually had the monomates, dimates, and trimates being used not as a drink, but actually as a shot that you would inject into yourself. Kind of a much darker way of, well, not really darker, but it was definitely a very different aesthetic feel to the game. It's the kind of thing that you would expect out of science fiction, but in terms of being acceptable to the general audience, I think that's probably why it had to be changed. Alright, let's get off this conveyor belt here. More Krata. When you're on a conveyor belt like this, sometimes the best thing that you can do is just try to jump around, just so that the conveyor belt isn't pushing you back as much. Let's head down here. More Krata. And a Kartargot. Oh, we just had a photon bow drop here as an unteched item, so we'll have to check that out. All right, overend. That cleared out a bunch of them. Okay, we are just about done here. Just need another 25 points. That's a good group over there. Yeah, so when you get a little too close to them, they start sounding that alarm. Alright, so we just completed supplying Guardian frames. And hey, here we have the Frog Rappy. That is the new Rappy variant type. Gene, what did you get yourself into this time? for the best, I guess, because this should push us over the edge. Yep, there we go. Let's take out this last one. And there we go. That completes that emergency trial. Whoa! Ooh, that was close. Alright, let's head back up to the camp ship. And we just unlocked the quest Distress Signal Investigation. And now we either need to find an arm from a spar gun, or we need to speak to Rogio, and I think that's what we'll do. And good work, this is Administrator Coffee. She's basically saying there's another client order available from her. This is probably the one to unlock the Subterranean Tunnels exploration quest. And here we go, free exploration, yes, exactly. So we need to complete Distress Signal Investigation, which we just unlocked. We need to complete Transformer Takedown, and we need 2 of the Lillipa Observation Device C. So let's go ahead and grab that one on up. And next, let's go ahead and head upstairs here to this shop here. This is the beauty salon, which I believe we've been to before. And what we want to do is we want to enter the support partner salon. And we're going to create a new support partner. So what are support partners? Support partners are basically characters that you can create that basically support you in your endeavors. You can call them into battle, and they can also help you with certain client orders, specifically the ones where you need to find certain items. If you do that, if you use them, they also can level up. So let's go ahead and head in and just take a look at what this process looks like here. So once again, this now takes us to the race sex selection. For this one, let's go ahead and I'm thinking let's create a force class so that we can potentially use them as we're going here. So forces usually are best as Newmans. Let's go ahead and create a Newman male force. And let's just take a quick look at some of the styles here. Whoops, I didn't want to go that far. Let's see. I'm just looking for kind of a good one here. Not looking for anything too fancy. I'm not going to make too many changes here because we kind of already went through this process once before. You know what? I think this guy is okay. Yeah, so like once again, if we wanted to make some changes, we could say add something to his lips, or maybe give him a beard or mustache. Maybe add something to the face. In fact, I think once again, I'm not going to make too many changes here, just because we've already gone through this process when we created this character here. Body paint. Yeah, nothing really that I'm looking for, that I can see here that we really want. I guess the one thing I'll do is change the hair up a little bit here. Yeah, that should be good. Alright. And as for what we're going to call him, I'm going to call back to one of the original Phantasy Star games, Phantasy Star End of the Millennium. Now I know this wasn't actually the case with Phantasy Star End of the Millennium. This guy was not a Newman. We'll probably eventually get to that game at some point, so because I do want to try to go through the whole series with you guys at some point. But for this guy, I'm just going to go ahead and call him Han. And let's go ahead and accept. Once again, I didn't want this to take too long, because we've already kind of gone through this process, but this should still make this guy unique enough. And that now completes the next portion of the Ark's Road. And now Coffee is talking to us, so that probably just unlocked another portion, another client order from her. Let's go under Ark's Road. And we need to go to our room and meet the support partner. But before we do that, let's talk to Rogio.
"やっぱりこれおかしいです。
ん？
森林のデータの比じゃない。東土部は異常ですよ。こんなの不自然だ。こんな無茶苦茶な環境地、どうやって出来上がったんだろう。ナベリウスは私たちが思うような平穏かつ安全な惑星ではないのかも。いえ、それ以上に。
So the tundra shouldn't even exist.
ちょっと調査に集中してみます。何か分かったら連絡しますので。
Alright. Alright, that's another spot on the matter board. And next we need to talk to Zeke. And he is down here. Here we go.
Nanda, お主か。何か見せようとでも言うのか。わしの情熱を呼び覚ますような。無駄だ、無駄。冷め切ったわしの情熱はそんじょそこらの武器では。なんだこれは。無駄しかないようなフォルムでその実すべてが噛み合っている。この形状どうやっていや、それよりもこれだけのものをどうやって連成したというのだ。
He seems to be pretty excited.
おい、お主、これはどこで。
This is the weapon that we just found in the tundra in the last episode.
氷の中じゃと。そんな。しかしこれは。はい、悩むより行動じゃ。お主、この壊れた武器の一部を貸してはくれまいか。わしなら修復できるやもしれん。
Oh, that would be nice.
心配せんでも見返りを要求したりはせん。むしろ逆じゃ。ただでとも言わん。必要ならお主のために武器も作ろう。武器の一部、それも破損状態。だのにこれほどの魅力を醸し出すその真の姿、見てみたい。わしの中でくすぶり消えかかっていた情熱が再び燃え上がってきたのだ。 楽しみだぞ。お前さんの真の姿は一体どんなものなのか、ワクワクが止まらぬ。
Sweet, so we might be able to get a new weapon out of that deal. And after how down he's been lately, it's nice to see him with a little bit of passion back in him. Alright, so it looks like next we need to either find a Krada or a Sino gun. We should be able to find those easily back in the tunnels. Alright, let's go ahead and head back over to our room now. So that way we can meet up with that support partner. Alright, so here we are in our room, and in order to work with Han, there's either an item that you can use which will allow him to spawn on top of, which is basically a partner character console. Your other option is you can go over here to support partner, and select the support partner, and we can either check his status. If we take a look at his status, we'll see that he's a level 1. We can take a look at his equipment information and class information. As we can see, he does have the ability to change classes here. The way he would change classes is you would basically give him a weapon from the class that you want him to use, and that is where that support partner console comes into play. You actually need to physically hand him the weapon. You can also equip him with better armor, and the stats of weapons and armors don't do anything. It's actually the number of stars attached to the weapon and armor that will actually improve his defense and attacks. Let's go back here and click on Start Search. As we can see here, we have supplying Guardian frames, which we've already completed. There's also the Random Drink Z research. This is the one that we've been trying to complete for a while, but we have yet to actually get it done. Let's see if we can have him help us out with this. So let's just click that one, click Confirm, and the number of orders selected, 1 out of 3. So as of right now, he can do up to 3 at one time. Eventually that will expand out to 12. And for each one that you ask them to do, it's going to take an hour's worth of time. So in this case, it's going to take 1 hour for him to look around for this. Let's say yes. And he has started searching. And then once time is up, he will then show that he is ready. And we'll be able to take a look at what he's got. Alright, so let's head back on out to the shopping area just to see what's going on with our Arcs Road now. Okay, so we just completed that one. Cleared Meet Your Support Partner. We've also cleared the Sub-Palette Expansion number 1, the Subclass License Application, and the Level Cap Trial number 1. Those last 3, of course, we've completed in previous episodes. We've also completed additional class unlock. Let's take a look at what we need to do next here. Alright, so now we actually do need to complete the fighter license application, which Coffee has. So That is something that we're going to look at in the future. I think this was a pretty fun episode. We got to take a look at the subterranean tunnels for the first time. We also met up with our support character. And we've also progressed the story a little bit here. So, thank you for joining me. This is Prince Brightstar signing off. I'll catch you on the next episode.